Friday, and here at KUSI, that means it's time for the countdown to the Prep Pigskin Report.
Sports Director Paul Rudy is live tonight at Point Loma High School to take us to all the action. Hey, Paul.
Hey, gang, that's right. It is a D1 quarterfinal between Point Loma and Oceanside, 5 versus 4 matchup. The Pirates making the trip south for this playoff game. It is the Prep Pigskin Report Game of the Week. Now, you all know my wingman, Coach Troy Starr, always is here for the Game of the Week, but we have a special guest tonight. Rarely seen south of the 8, rarely seen south of the 52, rarely seen south of the 56, rarely seen south of Encinitas Boulevard. The grumpy pirate himself, the iconic pirate, Coach John Carroll. Coaches, honored. Let's quickly talk about this game. Tell us how it's going to go.
I go Point Loma by 3 touchdowns. Oceanside's struggling.
And Coach?
Well, you know, they've been struggling because of some injuries, and they're getting some of those guys back, so I think they got a chance to come out on top tonight.
All right, so we'll talk more about the game as the night progresses, but the topic I really want to address with you is, you know, we've watched what AAU basketball has done to high school basketball and college basketball now permanently. I think it's adversely affected. We're now starting to see the exact same phenomenon with 7-on-7 football. Could you... Your thoughts about, is it good for the game?
You know, so as a high school football coach, the whole idea and the beauty about high school sports is it's about we and not me. And as soon as you get into these club activities, it's about me and not we. The other thing is that we're developing camaraderie outside of the team. It's becoming all-star teams, and you want to develop camaraderie within your own team. And then evidence has proven recently that the more that you do the physical, repetitive skills of one sport, the more likely you are to get injured. And to avoid injury, we don't need to be doing this 7-on-7 stuff. And it's not football. Football is tackle in pads, and there's a difference between looking good on what's called on the hoof and looking good in the pads playing the game for real.
And?
Well, from a college perspective, you know, when I worked for Urban Meyer, his whole thing was we're going to get in contact whoever has influence over that kid. And these kids love these AAU guys. They're never hard on them. All they do is tell them how great they are, and they have access to them. So if Urban Meyer needed to talk to a kid and John Carroll's busy or whatever, I'm going to call that AAU coach to get that kid to call him, and you're going to build a relationship with whoever has influence over the kid. Great go-betweens, but on this is really important. They tell these kids that they get them scholarships, and that's absolutely not true, not happening. Those college guys, they evaluate tape, they talk to all the coaches, they don't do it, but they create a misperception, and the parents and everybody buys into it. There's no college coaches, there's no high school coaches getting kids scholarships. It's all their video and all that other good
highlights
stuff.
on the PPR.
Without a doubt.
Just quickly, more on that topic in the weeks to come. As you can tell, they feel very strongly about it. We're going to have 22 games. I want to call your attention to the bottom of the screen, the El Cajon Ford Game of the Week. Folks, we are live at Southwest El Central. Matt Gilson will be reporting from the desert momentarily as we quickly flip through the screen. We are going to have highlights, as mentioned, highlights and post-game reaction from 22 games. It is the reason why the Prep Pigskin Report is the gold standard in San Diego high school football programming. We'll prove it again tonight, 10:30, right here on the birthplace of the PPR. For that, we go back to the warm studio where Sandra and Alan are standing by.